Okay, let's just dive right in. There's this massive automation gold rush going on. And if you run a business, you are probably feeling the pressure, that need to get an AI chatbot on your website like yesterday. But here's the thing, rushing in without a solid plan can create way more problems than it solves. So today, we are going to break down the 7 most common mistakes people make with AI customer service and, more importantly, how to fix them. It really does, doesn't it? And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by it all, trust me, you are not alone. The truth is, a poorly planned AI can seriously backfire. It can turn what should be a helpful tool into a huge source of frustration for your customers. The goal here is to build a helpful assistant, not an infuriating roadblock. All right, first up, let's talk about the big one, trust. How your AI introduces itself can either build a customer's confidence or completely destroy it from the very first message. Okay, mistake number 1, and this is the temptation everyone feels, pretending your bot is a person. You name it Jessica, you give it a nice stock photo, but here's the deal. Customers are smart. The second that illusion shatters, and believe me, it always shatters, you haven't just failed to answer their question, you've actively broken their trust. So what do? The fix is actually really simple. Just be upfront about it. Try greeting something like this. Hi there, I'm the Vici brand's AI assistant. I'm great at helping with tracking, returns, and FAQs. If things get too tricky, I'll get a human for you right away. See? It's honest, it sets expectations perfectly, and it builds trust from the get-go. Oh man, we have all been in the loop of doom. You're stuck asking the bot the same question over and over, and it just keeps spitting out the same useless answer. Your AI should be an expressway to a solution, not a cul-de-sac of frustration. You can never, ever trap your customer in a conversation with a machine. And here is a brilliant, super simple rule to live by. If your bot fails to understand or resolve an issue 2 times in a row, it should automatically, no questions asked, offer a big, clear escalate to human button. It's a safety net. It tells your customer, hey, we got you. We won't let you get stuck. But even a friendly bot with an escape hatch is pretty useless if its core knowledge is just wrong. And that brings us to our second big area of mistakes, the bot's actual intelligence. This is such a common and critical point of failure. You've probably heard the old saying in computer science, garbage in, garbage out. Well, it's never been more true. If you train your AI on outdated FAQ pages, old company policies, or contradictory help docs, it will confidently lie to your customers, and the scary part is it won't even know it's wrong. It'll just state the wrong answer with 100% authority. So how do you actually control what your AI knows? Well, one really powerful method is called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG for short. Now, in simple terms, this just stops the AI from guessing. It forces it to pull answers only from a specific curated database that you've approved. This becomes its single source of truth. So the action step here is all about data hygiene. You have to clean your house before you invite guests over, right? Well, before you even think about turning that AI on, you've got to go through your knowledge base, standardize everything, delete old info, and hunt down any contradictions. This is the bedrock of a trustworthy bot. Think about your brand for a second. It has a personality, right? Maybe you're fun and witty, or maybe you're really professional and empathetic. A generic, default, robotic AI can just strip all of that personality away, making your company feel cold and inaccessible. You can't let your tech erase your identity. And the fix for this is actually really fun. You give your AI a system prompt that basically defines its personality. Think of it like a little style guide. You can tell it to use emojis, or to be more formal, or even to crack a little joke here and there. You're making it a true extension of your brand's voice. Okay, this next one is absolutely huge. A customer who's just curious about a billing error needs a totally different response than a customer whose package was just stolen. Ignoring that emotion and giving a canned, robotic response is a recipe for a PR disaster. The fix involves something called NLU, or Natural Language Understanding, which lets the AI actually detect the emotion in the text. So here's the tactic. You can program your AI to look for what we call high emotion keywords, words like angry, frustrated, disappointed, emergency. As soon as it detects those words, its number one job should be to stop, de-escalate, and immediately flag the conversation for a human. Empathy first, then problem solving. Okay, let's zoom out a bit for our final category of mistakes. You could have a perfect bot, but if your business strategy for how you use it is flawed, the whole thing can fall apart. This is what I call the Wild West scenario. If you don't set strict limits, an AI trying to be helpful can start to hallucinate. Basically, it just makes stuff up. It might start promising your business can do things it can't, like offering massive unapproved discounts, or, even worse, giving terrible legal advice. And this is how you solve it. You need to create a hard stop list. These are the topics your AI is absolutely forbidden from discussing. When things like legal liability, custom discounts, or your company's financials come up, the AI's only job is to say, "That's a great question for our human team," and pass it over immediately. A lot of businesses get so excited about their new AI that they try to make it solve their most complex, difficult problems on day one. But that just sets the AI up for failure. I mean, you wouldn't learn to swim by jumping into the deep end of the ocean, right? Don't ask your AI to handle intense troubleshooting before it's mastered the basics. The smart strategy is to go for the easy wins first. Just follow the low-risk, high-volume rule. Go look at your support tickets and find the top 5 simplest questions that take up most of your team's time. Where's my order? Automate those perfectly, and you'll immediately free up your human agents for the conversations that really need a human touch. So, now that we've gone through all the common pitfalls, let's put this all together into a winning playbook you can actually use. It really boils down to these 4 pillars. First, transparency is completely non-negotiable. Don't try to trick people. Second, the hybrid model, AI plus humans, always wins. It's not one or the other. Third, data hygiene is priority number 1. Clean your data before you do anything else. And fourth, those guardrails we talked about will save your budget and your reputation. And look, if you take only one single thing away from this today, please let it be this: the human handoff. Your technology will fail. An AI will get confused. It's going to happen. Having a real person ready to jump in is the single most critical element of any successful system. Never, ever leave your customers stranded. And this is really the ultimate mindset shift. We're all worried that AI is going to make customer service cold and impersonal. But actually, the opposite can be true. When you do it right, you let the bots handle the simple, repetitive stuff, which frees up your amazing human team to have more time and energy for the complex, emotional, and high-value conversations where they can really, truly shine. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Take a hard look at your current AI setup, or the one you're planning to build. Is it a roadblock that creates dead ends and frustration? Or is it a seamless expressway that gets your customers right to a solution? The choice is entirely yours.